1-0, baby. 1-0. Double overtime thriller. Are you not entertained? 75th year of the NBA. 75th year anniversary of the NBA. Two of the oldest franchises in the history of the sport. And the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics, they go down to the wire in double overtime. And the New York Knicks, they come out on top, baby. Julius Randle, 46 minutes. RJ Barrett, 47 minutes. Evan Fournier in his debut, 32 points. Big buckets in overtime. I'm excited. I'm excited about this season. I'm excited about this start. I'm excited about everything we saw. Obi Toppin, the one-time happy feet that we were talking about last year, he's learning to fly. We got to call him something else, ladies and gentlemen. The Penguin's out the window. Sorry, Kid Barrett, but the Penguin is out the window. I'm too excited, as you can tell. But let's get into this video, ladies and gentlemen. Run the intro. What is going on, CK crew? It's your boy CK2K. Welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and follow me over on Twitch, where there's a whole other experience when we live stream over there. So be a part of the movement. Your boy is everywhere. Also follow me on the other channels. All the links are in the description below. But that's not important right now. What's important is the New York Knicks winning their first game of the new season, the 75th season in the NBA. And it was in dramatic fashion nonetheless. We saw Julius Randle playing another crazy game, top to bottom, looking phenomenal. Almost a triple-double in this game last night with 35 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds in 46 minutes. We saw Evan Fournier, who was actually doing some solid stuff defensively, giving us 4 steals and then 32 points on top of that, especially in that overtime run when we needed him the most and we needed our shot to fall down the most. Evan Fournier delivered on that.
It was incredible.
We have a lot of things to talk about. Let me slow it down because there's a lot of other pieces that went on. Let's start off with the two new guys in Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. Now, we know this was Kemba Walker's first game with the New York Knicks, and I don't know if that got to him. I don't know what the case may have been, because Kemba Walker came out of this looking spry, looking like he was ready to go, but the shot just wasn't falling the way that he wanted to fall. He did play 36 minutes tonight. Got a little, I don't know if he got nervous. I don't know what you want to call it at the end of that fourth quarter leading into the overtime with the back-to-back turnovers, but nonetheless, to have 8 boards for his size, you can tell that he's going to fit in just nice. I'm not going to say anything about him, you know, not being the Kemba of old and this, that. It's the first game. It's his first game back from injury. He's playing in front of a Madison Square Garden crowd where he's the home team, and he's playing against his former team. There's a lot of factors that he had to deal with for the first game back, so I ain't worried about it. I think he'll be fine as the season goes on. But Evan Fournier, in a similar situation, playing against his former team, looked well. Like I said, defensively, he did a lot of things that I was not expecting of him in this game, and he looked good. And on top of that, you knew the jump shot was going to fall when it came to Evan Fournier.
The players played a lot of minutes. Fournier puts it in. Evan Fournier red hot in overtime.
But let's talk about some very usual suspects. I'm talking about our young guys in Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, and RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett started off the game with 0 points. He wasn't really involved in the offense. The ball wasn't really going his way. He was able to take 2 attempts going into the second half. I think 2 or 3 attempts going into the second half. The first shot looked good, did not go in, but for the most part, he did not look as involved in the offense as he did in the second half. 19 points in that second half, including the double overtimes. But more importantly than anything that we could talk about offensively and the 5 rebounds or whatever was his defense. RJ Barrett came into this season saying that he was going to accept the challenge to be that two-way guy that we were missing or losing in Reggie Bullock, and he did just that. He stopped Jason Tatum to 7 of 30 from the field. A lot of that could have been Jason Tatum, sure, but the majority of that is going to be on RJ Barrett. I'm not going to let nobody take that away from RJ Barrett. That man played a tremendous game defensively. Big key moment was that last shot at the end of the first overtime where it was just RJ Barrett and Jason Tatum. We had a foul to give. Mark Jackson was there begging for RJ Barrett to use that foul to give, but RJ Barrett took the assignment and he did the damn thing, leading to an airball fadeaway jumper from Jason Tatum. That was just a piece of what RJ Barrett was doing the entire game for Jason Tatum. And if you're a Boston Celtics fan, you gotta be a little upset about it, because Jaylen Brown, coming off of an injury, coming out of COVID, coming out of whatever else you want to put on Jaylen Brown, went out there and did a great job. And if he just had a little help from his running mate and Jason Tatum, they probably would have won that game. But not with RJ Barrett taking the assignment the way he did. His defense was probably my favorite part of this entire game. There were so many other things that I loved, but the defense coming from RJ Barrett, after saying that that was the assignment he was going to take, especially when his shot was not falling the way it was, he took the assignment defensively and he did a good job with it. That's why he played the most minutes in today's game. But let's talk about Mitchell Robinson. 11.17 rebounds and played 34 minutes, especially after seeing him gassed in that last game against the Washington Wizards. It was nice to see him go out there and be able to give us 34 minutes in this game. He looked great. Mitchell Robinson looked great, though he still looked a little gassed in certain spurts. He was definitely a difference maker for this team. You could see the offense shift on the other side when Mitchell Robinson is just on the court. They don't know whether to go inside. They don't know whether they should take a jump shot in the main range or not, because Mitchell Robinson is literally the blockness monster, and he's all over the damn court, ready for any situation. He did a very good job of that last night. All I wanted to see him do was up his game from that last game. I wasn't expecting anything else tremendous, but Mitchell Robinson went above and beyond on that. To get 17 boards in your first game back, 2 blocks, that's exactly what I wanted from Mitchell Robinson, and that's what we're missing when we didn't have Mitchell Robinson. It was tremendous. And speaking of that, we talk about Obi Toppin next. Now, we initially went with Jericho Sims. He was the first rookie off the bench for the Knicks in this game, but it didn't work out too well. It felt like it catered to them to have Jericho Sims out there for them. You could tell that he's just not ready for the NBA pace yet. I still believe Jericho Sims is going to be a fun piece for him. That's why Tom Thibodeau keeps wanting to try and use him, because he fits that prototypical center that Tom Thibodeau is a fan of, but he still is a little green, and he's going to need some time before he gets that before he gets the minutes that he got at least in the preseason going into this game right now. But when we decided to go with Obi Toppin playing the 5 and the 4 in majority of situations, whether it's next to Mitchell Robinson or he was next to Julius Randle, Obi Toppin delivered. And for the first time, finally, I've been asking for an entire season, we were using him in transition. That's all I had asked for. That's all I've been wanting, and I knew that with the team that we have right now, they've been saying it all preseason that they want to play faster, they want to play quicker, they want to get to the break. They definitely did that, and Obi Toppin was the beneficiary of that exact movement. Derrick Rose did a great job, as he always does, as he typically does, orchestrating the offense to get Obi Toppin to get to those spots. But to see Obi Toppin bring in the confidence that we wanted to see from the Summer League, which he did, that we wanted to see from the preseason, which he did, and now all that carry over into the regular season, Obi Toppin is playing like that lottery pick that we drafted last year. And that's why you don't give up on pieces, and that's why you develop them. This is a different Knicks organization that you're seeing right now. Development is being seen in the work. The development is being seen in the work. So a lot of good things that came from this team. I'm not going to sit here and point at any negatives. I know Emmanuel Quickly only played 8 minutes, didn't look like he was much help on the game today, and that just might have been just all it was for Emmanuel Quickly. But I'm not going to jump the gun and say that Emmanuel Quickly digressed or anything like that. No, he just didn't work in that game. We move on. That's what happens when you have depth. Emmanuel Quickly will get his run again, and Emmanuel Quickly will get his opportunity again. I think the one thing that comes with Emmanuel Quickly, and I'm not trying to say I don't think he's a point guard or anything like that. I just want to see Emmanuel Quickly get the shots up like we saw last year. I want to see Emmanuel Quickly get to the spots and play more off ball to get the shots that he is accustomed to getting like he did last year, this year. That's the only thing I want to change. I understand with him trying to be this point guard role, it's not going to come the same way, but I want to see him be used as that offensive threat like he was last year. That's the only note I really have for him. But from Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, everybody else, they played their role. Julius Randle did what he had to do. I'm just very happy with this team as a whole. The Knicks looked good. We should have won the game in the 4th. Let's keep it a buck. We should have won the game in the 4th. Game should have been over in the 4th quarter. But nonetheless, we were able to survive these 2 overtimes and make sure that we came out of there with the W in the Garden. Shout out to everybody who made it to the Garden. The crowd was crazy. The Garden was rocking. I love every single one of y'all that made it out there, because that's just what makes this game so fun, all right? What was a normal first game of the season crowd for us is a playoff atmosphere for many other teams. And that's special, man. That's special. And that's something that we got to use throughout the entire season. So shout out to y'all if you made it to the game. I cannot wait to come out to New York to catch some games this season. I'm excited. I'm vaxxed up. I'm ready to go. What were your thoughts about the game? What did you want to see more of? What were you expecting to see that you did get to see, or what were you expecting to see that you didn't get to see? I'm ready for all the comments in the comment section below to hear everything that you're feeling from this game. All right, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. We got the Magic tomorrow. Trying to post a video before that game to talk about what's next. I'm out of here. Much love to all you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Let's get it. See you guys next one. And peace. Let's go Knicks, baby. 1-0. 1-0. I love you.
Cold pizza on Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.